Hello everyone! Today we continue working with the silk t-shirt. I pinned the front and the back. How should I pin the sleeve? I want to pin it here, but the truth is that I should pin it here. I need to do it to be able to cut a bias binding here. Always think about all the details in advance. Bias bindings, for example, require using a lot of fabric for making them. The neckline will be very beautiful. This is where the sleeve should be pinned. I'm not going to make the sleeve longer because I think that the length is enough. You can see that I have enough space for a bias binding here. I think that I will also make a pocket in this t-shirt. I'm not sure yet. I can start cutting now. I don't ever draw on silk. Silk moves easily, so there is no point in drawing on it. Cut slowly and accurately. Hold the fabric you are cutting with your hands. When pinning the patterns, pay special attention to the lengthwise and crosswise grains. It will make your future work easier. I wanted to learn to working with silk without drawing on it. You need to be able to draw 1 cm, 5 mm and 7 mm wide seams by side. The front is ready. I need to pin the dart to trace it to the other side. Next, I need to cut the sleeve. As I've already said, I don't recommend drawing on silk. Don't use chalk or pencils. You would just damage the fabric. People often ask me how to cut silk, carefully and attentively, but without fear. Cut in such way that you don't move fabric with scissors. Imagine drawing on silk. You would move the fabric all the time. You'll get tired of trying to get it back in place. I'm absolutely sure that I'm working accurately. I need to make 2 notches on the sleeves. On the sleeve top and on the front side. Such tiny notches make our work much easier. The front is ready, the sleeves are ready. Next, I need to cut the back. I hope that now you understand how to cut silk. The most important thing is that before cutting it, you should make sure that the crosswise and the lengthwise grains are in the right place. Only after that you can pin the pattern to the fabric and cut it. If you don't do it, your details won't be accurate. Imagine you put a t-shirt on and see that the neckline isn't round. I knew one lady who once came to me and said that she made a top, but the neckline in it was too deep. When I asked her how it happened, she said that when she put the top on, she saw that the neckline wasn't round. So she took the scissors and cut a bit on the shorter side, then a bit on the other side, and so on and so on. Of course, she wasn't able to wear this top after that. Don't ever do it. Follow the techniques I show you. In this case, you won't have any problems. I love the idea of making such amazing silk t-shirts. I remind you that you can even make straight side seams. I want to look slim wearing this t-shirt, so I made the side seam slightly round. It takes about 10 minutes to make a pattern, 5 minutes to pin it, and 5 more minutes to cut the fabric. Learn to work carefully and accurately. The t-shirt will be 67 centimeters long. Do not forget to add some for Nova cast. The sleeves will be 25 centimeters long. The piece of fabric I'm making the t-shirt of is 1.2 meters long. I had to buy so much fabric to be able to make a bias binding. It should be cut at the angle of 45 degrees towards the lengthwise grain. Otherwise, you won't be able to make it of the needed shape. The fact that we need to cut a bias binding affects the length of a piece of fabric we need to buy. I will start taking the t-shirt soon. First, I need to trace the dart to the other side. I need to pin it and make tiny notches in the points where the dart legs end. I need to pin the dart first. I've pinned the dart, so I can move the pattern aside. I want to make the dart about 5 mm shorter. Don't make too long darts in such t-shirts. They will look much more beautiful this way. T-shirts always remind me of a sports style. Next, I need to trace the dart to the other side. I need to mark the dart top and draw the dart legs. Now I can start taking the darts. Natalie will help me. Be very careful when taking silk. We pin the darts for taking. Match the notches and make sure that the dart top is right on the fold. After that, you can start taking the darts. Don't try to make the dart legs match. It's very hard to do it. The notches and the dart top is enough. Just make sure that the fabric doesn't move too much. Tack the dart the way it is. This is the only way to do it right. Even if the dart legs don't match for a couple of millimeters, it's absolutely okay. Just make sure that the notches match. In this case, you won't damage the side seams. Notice that I made the notches match. This is very important. Natalie will tack the side and the shoulder seams. She will do it off the camera. Now I will show you how to insert sleeves. Pin the sleeve to the item face to face. First we need to match the shoulder seam and the notch on the dart top. I remind you that we should tack these seams from the sleeve side. I have the sleeve in front of me. The sleeve is a bit wider than the armhole. It's perfect for gathering it a bit. As I've already said, we don't need to gather sleeve head much in t-shirts. When I tack the sleeve head, I'll see if I need to cut some extra pieces. I want you to have a close look at the way I'm taking the sleeve. Notice that I don't pull the thread too hard. I gather the sleeve head a bit with my fingers. Have a close look here. Notice that I gather the sleeve head just a bit. Don't stretch or gather fabric too much.
Ну, вот так до половины, чуть больше даже.
That's enough on this side. Next, I need to tack the sleeve head down from the sleeve top on the other side.
Рукавом к себе.
I remind you that you should tack the seam sleeve side up.
Gather
the sleeve head just a bit.
В пределах разумного.
Don't pull the thread too hard.
Здесь, конечно,
You need to gather the fabric with your fingers, not by pulling the thread. This is very important. Let's have a look at the sleeve. Perfect. I don't need to alter it. I'll just tack the lower side the same way. I remind you that the underarm seam and the side seam don't have to match. If they do, it's just a coincidence. Tack the sleeve the way it is. Don't stretch or gather fabric too much. I remind you that we changed the side seams in the basic pattern. The seam is ready. Let's turn the t-shirt right side out to have a look at it. Everything is perfect. Now I can try it on. Have a look at me. I'm wearing the tacked t-shirt. It's pretty wide and comfortable. I don't have any problems with moving wearing this t-shirt. It's very comfortable. Such t-shirts can be made even wider. It's up to you. Even though I used the same measurements as in the blue t-shirt, the blue one was even wider. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Paukštė Irina. Guys, please subscribe to my channel, write comments, share videos, and press the like and the bell buttons. I really need your support. Thank you. Goodbye.